So today new contracts came out for Black Ops 3. If you want to find out how to unlock the challenges more easily, then just stay tuned. Alright guys, how's it going? It's Raging here for another Black Ops 3 video, and today we're going to talk about challenges and how to do some of them very quickly. Now, I'm not going to be one of those channels that just gives some pointless advice and doesn't actually bother testing it out. I've already done my daily challenge, and I'm obviously a good chunk towards my half of my weekly challenge as well. Basically, the daily challenge is the same for everyone, so it has you have to get 10,000 score, and that's really quite simply, but just as a note, that means score and not XP, so it's actually score. So when you go into game modes like TDM, Domination, it will show your score on the leaderboard, so you just have to track it there. On average, probably you'll be looking at 3, maybe 2 games, but most likely 3 games to get this done in. And in which time, you know, some of those can count towards wins and other things as well. If you checked out my most recent video about the, you know, the best class setup with the launcher and the LMG and all that stuff, make sure you go and check it out if you haven't checked it out already. But no, if you checked it out, that's going to be very handy today because that's the class we'll be using. And I suggest teaming up with a friend. If you can team up with a friend, you're going to do better. You're going to wreck the enemies more, and that's exactly what you want. But having said that, you do want the enemies to have a little bit of an advantage as well. Don't let them get wrecked. And here's why. Because if they're doing better, they're going to chuck up more streaks, and that's going to be great for you. So here's my tips. So I want you to put on the class in the last video, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I tried to think, could I change anything? But honestly, I think this is so good, it doesn't even need changing. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll explain fully why it's so brilliant in that other video, so go and check it out. And it's this setup here. You've got the LMG, and you know you only need a sight and quick draw. That's all you need. For the secondary, you've got a launcher, and that's so good. Black Cell gives you 4 rockets, and then for lethals, thermites, tacticals, I've got 2 MPs. And then for perk 1, I've gone for Blind Eye, perk 2 Cold-Blooded, and 3 Engineer. That's all you need. It's like the best class setup, really. I tried to think, can I change it? But this is not about getting kills. If you want to go on massive streaks, this gun is probably, you're going to get a lot of kills, but you might die a little bit in between because it's a little bit slow. So this is not for that. And don't worry about losing guys or, you know, going on getting more deaths and kills. This is about the score. You need to do it as quickly as possible. So don't worry about that too much. Focus on the score. So this is what I did. I'm showing you guys my gameplay, but I want you to bear in mind that I wasn't worried about my KD whatsoever. So for those people saying, he didn't get a very good KD, it's not about that. It was about getting the score as quickly as possible, and I got a lot of score in that match. I think, was it above 6, maybe it was like above 6,000 score. So you see, like, if I did that, if I did another good game, I could probably get it in 2 games, so you can see it's very easy. So what I suggest, pull out this class, do it same as normal. Good game modes are hardpoint, you get loads of score for that, Dom as well, and it's good because, like, for Dom, you can capture points, you can then let the enemies capture them back, and then you can recapture them when you're on flags or when they're on flags. You can shoot enemies, and that will give you more points for either defending the flag or killing enemies when they're on it. And they're, you know, so you can get loads of score from that. You know, if you're standing on it and you're trying to cap it and you're shooting enemies, that's going to get you points. And like I say, if you're trying to defend it and there's enemies on your flag, you can shoot them off as well. UAVs, you'll constantly be seeing them sort of spammed into the air. This is why the Black Cell is really useful. As soon as you see a UAV, and by the way, you will see it through the buildings because that's why you've got Engineer on it. It shows up in red. Go for it straight away because the other friendlies will sometimes try and, you know, tackle you to get the UAV. Aim as quickly as possible, wait till it locks on, and as soon as you see that red lock on, hit the fire and it's going to lock on and destroy the UAV. 75 points, like that. It's easy score. Keep doing that. When you have wraps coming in, you can shoot the ship, although I think you get more points if you sort of shoot it, but let some wraps come down. You have Cold-Blooded, so the wraps won't destroy you unless you manually explode them, so you can then destroy all of those. That'll get you more points. Anything you can do to score, flags, kills, assists, and so many different things, it's untrue. Anything you can do to get score, like, you know, destroying any little piece of equipment, anything you can do, okay? And specialists are obviously useful for this as well. For score streaks though, I went for UAV. It's going to get you assist points. It's going to help you find where the enemies are, get more kills, etc. Very useful. Counter UAV is going to allow you to do better. And then finally Hellstorm, because you can get, you know, It's not going to give you loads of points. Maybe you might be able to go something like the care package, but that's what I went for. And then for specialists, if you're one of those people that want to go for those higher streaks to get more score, then go for combat focus. If not, I suggest going for one of the weapons, be it maybe gravity spikes, maybe the purify is quite good, you know, those kind of abilities. So go for something like that, and yeah, just try and do anything you can to get score as quickly as possible. Like I say, game modes like domination are good, hardpoint is good, and also if you go into the chaos mosh pit and go on Nuketown, that's excellent. People are constantly dying, you're constantly near enemies. Anything you do, you know, destroy tactical and not tactical insertions, trophy systems. With the engineer, it's going to allow you to show up any C4 or any trip mines or anything. There's so much you can do, and just think of the maximizing your score. So the different ways you can do that. Would it be better if I don't kill this person, let them do this, maybe cap a flag so I can then cap it back? You know, thinking strategically is great here. Thinking, what can I do to maximize my score? And really, if you have this class, you go in, you do anything you can, don't worry too much about your KD, then you'll be fine. Kills are actually not the most important thing, believe it or not, in this game. It's more about manipulating the map to your advantage, and letting the enemies, if you're dominating them, step back a little bit, let them be in control, let them earn more streaks so you can take them down. You know, it's simple as that. And obviously you're going to get more streaks on Nuketown. There's constantly streaks on Nuketown. So if you're wanting to, you know, you think streaks would be a really good idea, actually, go on Nuketown, it'd be great. So there's my tips, guys, and that is going to quickly help you get both those contracts done. So you're going to get the 10,000 score, which is going to give you 10 crypto keys, and then you're going to get the 50,000 score eventually, which is going to give you halfway of the weekly challenge done. Once you do the 20 games, you get 30 crypto keys and the blackjack contract. So that's going to be helpful. I'm going to hopefully do the 20 games, but I actually haven't done my special contract either for the 10 supply drops and the weapon bribe. So I'll be doing that in another video. Stick around for that if you're not sure about how to get wins quickly. I've got a very useful method. But I hope you found this useful. If you did, let me know how it went, how quickly you got it, and what you got. Did you get anything cool in the supply drops? I hear there's some new camos, new weapons, etc. So let me guys know what you got. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.